Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com. In this video, I'm going to show you the 10 best online business ideas for introverts in 2018. So these are businesses that are working right now that are going to be really good for 2018 and beyond. These are businesses for people if you are someone who doesn't necessarily like to be in the spotlight. You don't want to, be famous. You don't want to talk to the public all the time and constantly deal with clients directly. Um, I can kind of relate to that. I'm more introverted naturally. I don't care to be famous. I don't care to speak on stages. I don't care to deal with the public all the time. So I found a way to do it. I'm going to show you some ways that you can do it as well, as far as being an entrepreneur full time while still not having to completely change who you are. So, first off, blogging is really good. This is kind of how I started, and I have a tutorial here on selfmadesuccess.com under Start a Blog in the menu. It shows you how to start a WordPress blog in 3 steps. It'll cost you like $3 or $4 a month. It's very cheap. It includes a domain as well. So it'll kind of go through how to do that. I have snapshots and things like that to walk you through it. That's with WordPress. WordPress covers 30 to 35% of the internet now, and it's probably the most professional blogging platform. It has probably the most to work with as far as if you want to add ads, if you want to do email marketing, if you want to do affiliate marketing, if you want to host courses or videos, whatever you want to do, you have the most customization and probably the most community help as far as all kinds of like forums where people ask questions and get help of how to do stuff on WordPress. WordPress is probably the best way to go. That's why I always recommend it. That's what I use. That's what major bloggers use. You can also try something like Wix. You just press get started, put in your login, and you can build a website. It's more of like a drag and drop build type thing. Weebly would be another one, but it's probably not going to be the best as far as your long-term blogging option, although it's still not a bad one for beginners in my opinion. So you can try that. You can blog. You can do about whatever you want to do. Just make sure that there's a need for whatever it is you're blogging about, that you're not just another blogger about another thing that 500 million people are already blogging about. Do something different, or find a way to put a different spin on something that's already popular. It's something you have to be able to do a lot of. You have to be able to write very often. For instance, if you want to, look at me, for example, I try to do a post every other day. I also include videos in a lot of my posts, and I plan on doing even more in the future, even more frequent and more in-depth blog posts. But, you have to be able to write about a lot of things. You have to be able to stay on topic. You have to be very self-motivated to do it. So if writing is something you might like doing, you could be a blogger. You don't have to talk to people. You might get the occasional email from people wanting to pitch stuff to you, but that's about it. Next is Tshirt Design. So if you're more artistic, then you could try something like teespring.com. Teespring allows you to design t-shirts as well as sweaters, coffee mugs, socks, workout stuff, apparel, pillows, phone cases. As you can see, all these different examples. The best type stuff that sells well on these types of things, obviously you don't want to do anything that might be copyrighted. So before you have a phrase or something that you want to put on a shirt or a logo, look up and see if there's any chance that it's already copyrighted or another major company's already using it, because you definitely do not want to get sued. So like for instance, a good recommendation would be like if you're a YouTuber, you could do like your last name and then a year of election or something. If you have a lot of fans, a lot of subscribers, if you're someone who knows a lot about a very niche type thing, like you're an engineer, there's not a lot of shirts that are for engineers. So you could do like custom shirts for people, who are engineers, things like that. So they do very well, these engineer t-shirts on Teespring, just things like that. You want to have your own custom brand that's not going to have copyright problems. So don't use people's faces, don't use others' logos, don't use people's brand names and stuff like that on your shirts. Another place where you can design shirts is Spreadshirt.com, and you just go and click create here to create your own, and of course you can sell it all through the site. Now the great thing about these two sites is they take care of the manufacturing and the shipping and all that stuff for you, and it allows you to make more money, have less stress, and they just take a small commission for doing that. By the way, back to Teespring, if you want to start designing, you just go to the top right corner, click start designing. You'll have to log in. You'll have to create a login, but you just pick your canvas. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can actually do like regular art and stuff now if you want to do like a print or whatever, and you can start selling, and they'll show you what sells very well, what latest styles you can do and stuff like that, and then you just sell the design more or less. You don't actually have to go through manufacturing and all that type stuff. Another thing you can do if you don't want to talk to people a lot, or you don't want to be in the spotlight, is you could just be an ebook writer. You don't even have to use your own name. You could do a pen name. A pen name would be like Mark Twain. If you've ever heard of Mark Twain, if you've ever read a book, you've probably heard of Mark Twain. Very famous author, but that's not even his real name. His real name, I don't even remember his real name. And that's the point. He doesn't want everybody to know what his real name is. And, it gives you some privacy. So if you want privacy, if you want to still make money online, ebook publishing is one of the better ways to go. Some people write a few books over their lifetime and they have a bunch of bestsellers, make millions of dollars. Some people make a lot of money from selling a lot of books that do maybe a few $100s a piece per month. So if you want to do that, you might look into ghostwriting, having somebody write the bulk of your books for you, and then you do like the marketing and the formatting and stuff like that yourself, finding the title, researching. But the writing of the book itself, when you have to write, 50 pages or so in a good nonfiction book at least, then that's the part that takes a long time. So if you want to mass produce books like some of these high earning Amazon sellers, you'll probably have to look into ghostwriting. If you want to do that, I would recommend freelance sites like Upwork, Guru, or something like that. You go to sell on Amazon, you go to kdp.amazon.com. It allows you to make 70% royalties. You just sign in and you can upload your book. You can see how sales are going. They have analytics for you and all that stuff. It's completely free. I recommend nonfiction if you want to do this, unless you're just a very creative writer that can write a few 100-page novel or group of books that are a few hundred pages each that is fiction. If you're going to do fiction, the bar is set a lot higher. Nonfiction, you're stating facts, you're helping people learn something. If you want to have a very successful business using ebooks, you might want to promote some of your ebooks in the ebook that person's reading, and maybe the end of the book, or you might promote your email list where you give them all kinds of cool quotes and tips and blog posts and stuff. If you want to be able to include links that are actually clickable to kind of expand your business and market other products and stuff within your books at the end, which is what a lot of the best people do, you need to convert them to EPUB. And that makes it to where the links are actually clickable in ebook formats. So instead of doing PDF and uploading it to Amazon, or instead of doing like a text document, which would be if you saved it from Microsoft Word or something. Convert it to EPUB first at ebookonline-convert.com, and then go to the EPUB one, convert to EPUB. That's this page. I've used it. It's safe. Don't worry about it. And they'll convert it very quickly for you. If you want a course, if you want to take the same course I did that helps you learn how Amazon books work and how to actually make a lot of money, and this is for people who want to mass produce a lot of books, and just take it from nothing, just an idea, to a published ebook that's making money, step by step, walk you through all of it, then this is the course I would recommend. It's called K Money Mastery. It's at selfmadesuccess.com/K-money-mastery. I'll have a link to it in the show notes as well as everything else. But you just kind of go through, you can read through the testimonials, you can look through all the stuff it has, you can see the lessons here, how to boost keyword rankings, setting up your Amazon Author Central account, monetizing your Kindle book, how to view it, how to publish it, how to get it written quickly, how to design it, how to do keyword research, all that stuff that you need to know. So I would recommend that if you just want to go to the next level and you want to really educate yourself on that. Next is programming. This is a very valuable skill right now and will be more and more valuable in the future because pretty much everything runs on code. Websites, software, machines like your Google Home or something, apps, games, all that stuff is run on some sort of code. So programming is very valuable and I recommend you know it. And I'm trying to learn it myself. And one of the best ways to learn it is through, if you want to do it for free too, is Solo Learn. Now they have an app for Android and Apple devices, so whichever phone you have, you can get Solo Learn for it for free. They have ones dedicated to specific programming languages like Java or C++ or Python 3, or you can get the one like I got. It just has all of them in one. So it teaches you how to do code and learn it through teaching you small bits of information at a time, quizzing you on them, having you examples and ways of coding as you go through lessons, so you actually do it yourself. And you have a community on there, so it's like a forum on the app. You can ask questions about certain things. You have games where the point of the game is to outcode the other person in a certain game, and just all kinds of ways to learn. However you learn best, they probably have it on the app. So I recommend Solo Learn. Just look it up in whichever app store you have. And I also have a video where I talk about, the easiest way to learn code or whatever. It's on YouTube if you want to look at kind of how the app looks once you use it. But it's completely free. So, and if you want to sell code, if you want to make money off of it, one of the best ways to do that right now is through plugins. One place to sell is at CodeCanyon.net. It's part of the Envato market. You can sell themes and templates. Another thing you can do, you can sell websites and code, all kinds of different types of code. Plugins are for WordPress websites. So like if you went and followed this tutorial, you could get plugins. A lot of them are free, some of them are paid. And you can also create plugins, test them on your site, and then sell them on the Envato market. So these are some of the top sellers right now. Page Builder, you have slider, responsive sliders and stuff like that. You have the Ultimate Page Builder, event calendars, Instagram feeds within your website, all kinds of stuff that just add code to your website. Next, if you want to stay away from, showing your face all the time and having to worry about stage fright, or you don't want to just talk directly to clients all the time, always answering the phone, another business you might try is a YouTube channel. Now, I know this is kind of on the edge of whether it's better for an extrovert or an introvert, but as somebody who's definitely a little more introvert than anything, I can tell you that it's very beneficial to your personality, to your self-growth, to try at least to do a YouTube channel. You don't have to make it your main business. It's not the only thing I do, but it's something that's really helped me. I think it's something that's helped a lot of people through, hopefully this video, like for example, is helping you. But a YouTube channel is something that can go a lot of different ways. You can do a vlog where you talk about like a day in each day of your life and something cool that happened or whatever. You can do tutorials. If you're going to do stuff where you record your screen, I recommend things like tutorials, product reviews, gaming. Those are like 3 of the main ones that really do well when it comes to just doing a screencast. So what I'm doing right now, for instance, is a screencast. And if you have the right software, it can be the easiest way to make videos. If you have something like Screencast-O-Matic, which would be the free version, but you can also upgrade as well. It will help you record your screen. It's very simple to use. If you want more bells and whistles and customization and stuff, I use the Easy Video Suite. That's how I do screen shares. It's a little more expensive, but it might be worth it if you decide this is something you're good at and you want to do. But as far as starting a YouTube channel, if you don't know how to do it, just make sure that you have a Gmail account. And once you are signed into your Gmail account in your browser, go to youtube.com and then go to the top right corner. Up here you see your little circle. It'll have a picture. It'll probably be just like a gray head or something if you don't have a picture on there. As you can see, I have one. You click that, go down to settings, and then you'll end up on your account settings under overview, which is where I'm at right now. You click see all my channels or create a new channel. So then you go there, you click create a new channel, and it walks you through how to do that. So like I said, if you want to do a screen share, Screencast-O-Matic is a free one you can start with, but I recommend you'll want to go to the Pro version or Easy Video Suite in the future if you want to continue with that. But I think it will help you become a better speaker, maybe even help you feel more confident talking to people if you're very introverted. Next is being an app developer. So you can create apps without really dealing with people much, especially if they're just kind of small niche type apps. If you want to start out with a website that has an app builder, you could do appypie.com. Appypie is it's an app builder. You can build apps for pretty much any platform you would want to build them for: iPhone, Android, BlackBerry, etc. And you can create all kinds of different apps. So they have like radio apps and church apps and restaurant apps and small business apps and real estate apps, all kinds of different stuff that you can do for different situations. It's probably not going to be something super complicated if you want to just completely change the game, but it can be good, especially for like businesses, or like if you want to freelance your skills and help small business clients and do app creation. You could use something like this to start out until you're good enough, and maybe you learn through solo learn how to do code from scratch using apps. So Appypie would be a way to go. And if you want to upload apps, you can upload them to or you can get them reviewed by Google Play or Apple. Apple is more rigorous in their reviews of apps, so you're less likely to get it approved with Apple, depending on what kind of app it is. Google Play is the place I would probably start with if I was you, and you can go through this walkthrough. I'll have a link directly to it of how to upload to Google Play and what Google requires of you to do that. So it's under Play Console Help at support.google.com. Next, you can be a niche site creator. So this is kind of like blogging. You have some you have some different articles and stuff like that to help you get traffic. You have a very specific domain that, if you're trying to, like, for instance, there's a very well-known, um, successful marketer. I'm not going to mention him by name, but he started out selling ebooks that taught people, how to teach their parrot to talk or something. That would be a very niche type site with a very niche product. So you would sell the ebook, it might be like $5 or $10, and teach people how to do that. So what you could do, you could get like, teachparrotstotalk.com or something would be your domain. Then you create a website using, say, WordPress, using a tutorial like this, hosting it with maybe Bluehost or something, which keeps it cheap, between $3 and $4 a month when you're starting out. And then you can sell ads through, Google AdSense. You can have email lists. You can collect emails using GetResponse, and then that allows you to sell to them multiple times in the future. Things like that's how you grow a niche site. But you have very small things that are very targeted to one particular group of people looking for one particular thing. Some examples from somebody who's done this very well: Pat Flynn at Smart Passive Income. If you go to his income reports, he talks about his niche sites. So let's say I went to the November report. He will talk about, his affiliate marketing. He'll talk about how he made money from his courses and all this type of stuff. He does these income breakdowns, which is really nice of him, very transparent of him for his brand. But you'll notice that he has 3 niche sites that he talks about. Green Exam Academy, which is for the exam for architects that they have to pass. He teaches you how to do that. He does not have a link directly to it here, but you can just type it in Google and look it up. Security guard training headquarters. And so he has a product on Green Exam Academy. He has Google AdSense ads on security guard training. And then he has foodtrucker.com, which is package sales. So he teaches you how to create a food truck and run that as a business. So as far as niche sites go, I would look up those 3. You can go to their websites pretty easily by just typing those in Google. You have to host them with something like Bluehost, which is cheap. AdSense gets you ad revenue, and you can pick stuff that has high bids by checking the Google keyword planner. And then GetResponse would be how you collect emails. So you want to collect emails because it allows you to promote your blog post to them when you have a new post, or to send out, sales letters for, products that they might be interested in and stuff like that. Next, you can flip websites, kind of like how you would flip real estate, except it's online. And you don't really need to talk to people doing this either. So what you do is you either bid on a domain, or you buy one straight up and make it a good domain. So the thing is, if you just buy a domain from GoDaddy, for instance, and it's not like an auction domain or something, you can pay full price. And if it's a premium domain, then it will cost you thousands of dollars in many cases. So you might get something, you might make up a word like Flippa, the website I'm on right now. Literally, they did that. Flippa is not a word until they made it one. So they probably got a pretty cheap domain price for that. So they got flippa.com. Now, if they had done flipwebsites.com, it probably would have been thousands of dollars. But instead of that, they just made up a name. So anyway, on flippa.com, you can buy and sell websites, domains, apps, etc. So you can use SEO and things like that to get a lot of traffic, get a lot of ad revenue, get a lot of affiliate revenue and stuff like that from certain websites, and then you can sell them to where you don't have to manage them anymore for thousands of dollars in many cases. Like this one, gettheglitter.com, $70,000. curingherbs.com, $11,500. So people will buy certain domains depending on what they're looking for. Some people just don't want to start from scratch when they want a business. Another place you can do this is GoDaddy.com, which allows you to buy different domains in auction. So you can get all kinds of different things. As you can see, you can sell domains for pretty good prices if you built them up pretty good, or if they are related to an industry or a person that would really want them. Next is affiliate marketing. This is pretty much one of the best ways to make money online, period, no matter what you're trying to do. And there's a few places I would recommend you go to learn how to do that. First of all, if you want to learn SEO for either flipping websites, blogging, or affiliate marketing, I would recommend you go to backlinko.com and the blog for that, which would be backlinko.com/blog. It's by Bryant, who pretty much specializes in SEO, search engine optimization. That's pretty much exactly what he does, and he focuses on nothing but that in his articles, which allows him to rank very well, get a lot of traffic for his business, but it also helps businesses grow theirs. So if you're to do affiliate marketing or flip websites or blog, whatever you're going to do related to those things, you're going to want to know SEO. Otherwise, you would have to spend a lot of money on ads probably. So back to affiliate marketing. One place is ClickBank. ClickBank allows you to be a vendor, sell products, pay people commissions to sell products, but they only get paid once they get the sale. So you can do that, or you can go to the affiliate marketplace as an affiliate, look and see what's out there. Like if you were to go to arts and entertainment, just for an example, you could do the Superior Singing Method online course. You could do the music production software. You could look at all kinds of stuff. Most of these are going to be online products like courses and software and ebooks, but this is one place to find products that you can sell for high commissions, and you don't have to create the products yourself, which is really nice. So there's ClickBank, and of course you can get traffic via YouTube, social media, blogging, podcasting, stuff like that. And there's also Amazon, which has probably the biggest affiliate program now, but they only pay up to 10% commissions, whereas the vendors can pretty much decide whatever with ClickBank. But Amazon has more products and variety than pretty much anyone else, so they can do just 10% commissions, but you could still, if you do it right, make a living off of that by just doing a lot of volume or selling the priciest items on Amazon. So 10% commissions maximum. You have to get some volume to get up to 10%, but those are a couple places I recommend for affiliate marketing. I would recommend you do a blog, a YouTube channel, or both if you're going to get traffic for affiliate marketing. Last but not least, you can be a handmade goods seller. I'm talking art prints, I'm talking pottery, I'm talking sculptures and custom jewelry, stuff like that you could find on Etsy. And you can of course start an Etsy store by clicking sell on Etsy up in the top right corner right there. You can see just some examples of stuff that they have. You have, jewelry, you have personalized clothing, toys and games, craft supplies and tools, wedding stuff, mugs, all kinds of stuff. Pretty much if it can be made by a human, it's going to be on here. And you do not deal with major retailers. You're dealing with small business owners and people doing stuff like this on the side that just happen to have a talent for artistic abilities. So Etsy is one place you could go. You can sell on Etsy, and you can also sell on Amazon Handmade. Amazon Handmade is a direct competitor to Etsy, probably not as well known yet, but it's with one of the biggest brands on the planet. So you can get some good traffic by selling, even if you sold on both of them, sold on Etsy and Amazon, or even sold them on your website as well. It'd be a good thing to do. But if you're going to sell on your website, you got to be careful with how secure your website is when you collect information, how you're going to do payments and stuff like that. So I recommend you start out on Etsy and Amazon Handmade and then work your way up into doing it on your own website once you've built a brand. But you can sell all kinds of stuff, just like the stuff I mentioned on Etsy. Same thing for Amazon Handmade. So that's the businesses that you could do if you're more introverted. You don't want to talk to people all the time. You don't want to go back and forth with clients, and you don't want to be in the spotlight or have to stand in front of a bunch of people and talk. You know, if you want to just have a quiet environment, kind of keep your privacy but still make a lot of money online, I would recommend those 10 businesses. If you thought this video was helpful, please like and subscribe so I can create more videos like this for you. Also, if you want to let me know what you thought about the video, or something you'd like me to cover in the future, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you and get your feedback. Also, I'll have the links to these different pages and resources that I mentioned in the show notes at selfmadesuccess.com. Same title as the video. I'll get a link to that page in the video description for you. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.